Yo, my dons, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit the bell for notifications. So, as you've seen by this title, Anthony, the landlord Joshua, has brought in, confirmed by one of YB's deep inside AJ's camp sources. He's shaked up his new coaching team. Sorry, shaked up his coaching team, and added two new pad men. Now, actually, it's only one new pad man because you already know. Those of you, man, who watch the channel, you'll know that a week or two ago, the YB exclusively broke that Angel Fernandez was brought in. Now, Angel Fernandez, I gave my opinion on him already. He's essentially, from what I can work out, from what my deep sources let me know, he is basically Isaac Chamberlain's trainer. Now, you know what? Let me give you a quick overview of what my opinion is of him. I don't know him from Adam. Let's get something straight. He might be the best thing since sliced bread, and I hope so. Don't get me wrong. 1,000,000%. That said, based on what I know, Chamberlain ain't got no bottle. But then again, actually, tell a lie. Chamberlain was working with his dodgy uncle. His dodgy uncle robbed his money. So actually, that's not fair. When Okoli and Lawrence, when Okoli and Chamberlain gave the most boring performance in world cruiserweight history, that was under his uncle. So we can't really disrespect Angel Fernandez. But that said, I've never heard of him otherwise. Maybe he has had a whole career. I put him in on Google, couldn't find a lick. Picked up the blower to my sources, they couldn't find out a lick either. That said, he might be an undiscovered gem, which AJ's found and sourced and brought in. Anyway, let's move on to the second person who's basically making the news today. This man's name is Joby Clayton. Now, once again, much like, in fact, I don't know, I couldn't find much about Angel Fernandez. Now, this Joby Clayton, I put him in on Google, and not even Isaac Chamberlain comes up, so I'm not sure where they've dragged these two men up from, or this man from, but either way, basically, the Daily Mail, one of YB's exclusive sources of Daily Mail, has reported the following. Anthony Joshua has added two new trainers to his coaching team as he attempts to win back his world heavyweight titles against Majin Buu next month. Sports Mail can reveal that both Angel Fernandez and Joby Clayton have joined Joshua's camp as padmen to help the heavyweight right the wrongs of his first career defeat. So there we go then. Now, initially, as I've said, I don't know them from Adam. I hope they are real good. I hope they do bring some value, and I'd like to think that they wouldn't be there for no reason. And actually, many people, including myself, were critical of AJ's camp in as much as McCracken, in me, is limited. Personally speaking. Now, I don't know how good these other men are. They might be good, and I hope so. That said, me personally, but it's too late now anyway. So I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, you know what, he should have done this, should have done that. It's all done now, more or less. We've got, 3 weeks left, 4 weeks left. So it's more or less done anyway. But we'll see what happens in this fight. I heard Hatman say a few days ago that, in fact, I've been saying it myself, scrap Hatman, dead ass Hatman. I said myself that this might be, this whole training situation, I know for a fact, I don't care what no one says, oh, YB, you're sucking Joshua off, oh, YB, I don't care what no one says, I know for a fact, AJ genetically, AJ as a human being is the best boxer in the world. What I've got in my mind, I might be wrong, it's just my opinion, I know for a fact, AJ with the right trainer, it will dominate the whole boxing game. My thing at the moment is, and it could be wrong, as I keep saying, my whole thing is I've got a funny feeling that what's going to be AJ's Achilles heel is this trainer business. That said, I'm going to go into December 7th with open arms, meaning that I'm happy to eat crow on the 8th. If on the 8th we get a dazzling performance, win or lose, but the performance is good, I'll come on here and say, you know what, I apologise to McCracken, I apologise to these other random dons, etc., etc. That said, you best believe, if it's shut, in fact, let's not even talk negatively. Let's be positive. The 7th is going to be what it's going to be. Yeah, pure devastation. McCracken's going to pull it out of the bag. McCracken's going to earn all that money he's been stacking up off AJ for the last 10 years, and he's going to come through. That's what I'm saying from now on. Yeah, no more McCracken staying. McCracken. Let's see what happens anyway. But for today, I want to talk about and speculate about why potentially they've brought in these two new padmen. Because initially I thought, why would he bring two padmen in? And now I know. Well, now I've got a good theory on it. Now, you man who follow the channel, you know that I've had some particular words for McCracken. One of my words was that his pad work is awful. His pad work is awful. They're all ones, and then he'll go like you'll see. Watch any AJ pad session. You'll see him on the pads with McCracken, and he'll go one, and he'll go one again, and he'll go one again. No, in fact, that's too quick. When this is literally McCracken on the pads with AJ. One. That's it. Yeah, loose. Keep it loose. Yeah, keep it loose. Yeah, keep it loose. Keep it loose. One. Yeah. Walk around. And McCracken will literally turn his back and walk off after each jab. About 20 seconds in between. Now, many people won't understand what I'm trying to say here, but bottom line is, when you're throwing one shot every 20 seconds, that ain't getting you no conditioning. That's not helping your technique. Because people don't realise technique isn't actually relevant. What's relevant is technique under pressure. Technique under heart rate stress. That's when it matters. Anyone can look good throwing one jab every 30 seconds with no one in front of you. The question is, can you look good? Can you maintain your speed when your heart rate's 180 and you got someone in front of you throwing a whole load of shots? That's what matters. That's what counts here. And McCracken throwing one jab every 20 seconds, that ain't for me creating no pressure. You got to recreate the environment you're going to be in, aka you got to be throwing volume on the pads, and otherwise pure volume, and not only volume. Like volume, as an example, Ruiz throws volume, but you not only want to throw in fact, scrap Ruiz. Tyson Fury throws volume on the pads, but volume don't really do it. Not only do you have to throw volume, you have to throw devilish intentions as well. You have to combine the both, volume and devilish intentions, aka Mike Tyson, as an example. Mike Tyson shadowboxing. I know we're not talking about the pads now, but Mike Tyson shadowboxing. You'd see him throwing 50 punch combos, pivoting in circles. I've never seen anything like it. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't expect AJ to be able to do that. That said, I do believe he has the same level of explosiveness. If AJ had a half sharp trainer, AJ would be doing that same. Would be able to let off them kind of combinations, in my opinion. Yeah, but he's been with McCracken for 10 years. McCracken has taken a Bugatti and removed the engine and put in a Fiesta. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Hey, if people don't really appreciate this, AJ has you saw Mike Tyson do mad combinations in shadowboxing. There's no reason AJ can't be doing that stuff. But because when you take someone with that ability and you have them throwing one jab every 30 seconds, of course, when you've still got to being gifted ain't enough. You got to be training in a particular way, not just training. People get this twisted. Go into the gym. Like I remember Conor McGregor talking about, oh yeah, I've been in the gym for 8 hours. Go into the gym and sitting there and playing around. That ain't really doing it. It's not about the amount of time. It's actually what you do. Go into the people say, oh, I've been training for 3 hours. It doesn't really matter how long you're there. Time's not the right measure here. You can get done in 45 minutes. Being there for 3 hours being there for any amount of time doesn't make a difference. What matters is what you're actually getting done. What actual work you're getting done. Now all of this stuff is by voice message. It sounds cliche, but trust me, the YB knows what he's talking about. Yeah. If one thing the YB knows is cardiovascular conditioning, no word of a lie, 100%. Anyway, what I've been saying is this McCracken's pad sessions weren't doing it for me, personally speaking. Now, this could have nothing to do with it, but maybe. I don't even want to say that. It makes me sound like I've got some influence here. Listen, bottom line is, all I know is McCracken's pad work is lacking. Maybe they brought someone in to fill that void. Because to be fair to McCracken, I don't know how old he is, but I can't imagine him. He looks a bit stiff. I can't imagine him being able to catch loads of shots. Does that make sense? I can't imagine him being able to be on the pads throwing 8-punch hard combos. Because many people don't appreciate, even myself, I've never held pads for a big 6'6" genetic machine like AJ before. You can't, 50, 60 years old, you can't have these old people holding the pads really. That's why, as an example, Customato brought in Kevin Rooney and Teddy Atlas for Mike Tyson, because when you get older, you can't. Your body ain't made for that. It's a young man's game. Even training is not so much being a trainer. The physical aspect of being a trainer, holding pads, etc., etc. That there's a young man's game. You can't be your hands. Number one, your hands can't take it. Number two, you ain't got the reflexes. God knows how. Well, to be fair, Freddie Roach kind of does it, but he don't really get the same angles he used to get. But anyway, ignore him. The fact of the matter is, AJ needs some young blood in there to get the pad game going.
Simple as that. They need to be rattling off combinations again. Because one thing for me is, one thing that's really frustrated me, it always comes down to the training team for me, but one thing that frustrates me is there's no reason for AJ to be gassing. There's just no reason for it. Oh, well, it's too big. Even if you have a lot of muscles, you don't need. There's no physiological reason why having big muscles mean you gas. Yeah? The only reason having big muscles make you gas is if you ain't conditioned them properly. Yeah? No, that's the bottom line of it. As an example, Tyron Woodley. He's a short and stubby guy, but he seems to get it right. He don't seem to hit the wall and completely run out of gas. Now, he's not as big as AJ, but it's the principle. He's proportionately as big as AJ, in my opinion, if you convert him down to 5'9" or whatever. Yeah, meaning that you've got to know what you're doing. And I'm sorry, all these scientists coming in. Oh, well, YB is in Sheffield. Well, where's Sheffield been at? Yeah, where was Sheffield in the Klitschko fight when he ran out? There's no reason for it. After 4 average rounds, to be blowing. And it frustrates me because these people, it's an art. This cardiovascular game is an art to it. And I'm sorry, but your boy the YB is what you call a cardiovascular speaker. I'm gonna whisper out here, yeah. I hope one day. You know what? Since this KSI versus Logan Paul boxing's kicked off, I've been proper looking into it, because obviously they're doing YouTube cards, aren't they now? I need to find a way to get on one of them cards. I'm telling you now, if the YB needs to prove himself. I'm telling you right now, someone give me a shot in one of these things. I'll go on there myself. I'll put the gloves on right myself, and I'll show you, man. Speed, power, technique, the whole damn lot of it. I'll ball on there, hands in the air, march forward. Any one of them YouTube dons you want, Hatman can get it. Blue Balls. 78 IQ now, he's too old, too fat. Jabba the Hutt's too old, man. I need some young one. Any one of them, man, there. I want someone bad off YouTube. Any one of them YouTube dons. Don't get me wrong, I'm not calling that a professional fighter. I'm telling you now, Nessie didn't want it. I stuck it on Ness anyway. He didn't want any parts of it. I told him straight. Me, you, 12 rounds. I don't want to do 12 rounds. Oh, why are you talking about 12 rounds for? Let's do 3. What are we doing 3 rounds for? I'm going to take you into deep water and drown you there, you big stiff elf. Yeah? That's what you're getting. You're going to get drowned. Any one of them, man. No one wants it. Googly don't want it. Yeah? Googly don't want none of it. Oh, man, I'm come to this country. YB wants someone badly on his YouTube game. I'm telling you that for free. YB wants it bad. 100%, 1,000,000%. I'll ball on there. And the thing is, you man, I got an idea for, you know what, let me make another video about this. Anyway, this video's been all over the shop, but essentially, all I know is, come December 7th, I best be seeing a full gas tank. That's what I do know. Yeah, there ain't for me on this one, there ain't gonna be no other thing about it. If there's no gas tank, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna absolutely. If I see AJ gassing in the 4th or 5th round, I'm gonna completely lose it. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna probably turn the TV off. I don't want to see what happens. Even if he recovers, I don't want to see it, because for me, this ain't even about winning or losing. It's about getting I have no problem if AJ goes into the ring, yeah, and he has a full tank of gas. I've got no problem with him losing. What frustrates me is that you've got all these muppets being paid millions of dollars, and they can't get the basics right. I'm telling you now, I'll do it for free. That's the thing that frustrates me. I'll genuinely do it for free, and I'll guarantee it. I literally, no word of a lie, I'd bet my life on it. Swear to God, I'd bet my life that I could get AJ in shape where he ain't running out of gas. Never. And that's what frustrates me. You've got these people making millions, and they can't do the bottom line basics. Simple as that. And they ain't taking no responsibility either. McCracken ain't taking no responsibility. Oh, he got hit on the head and he completely ran out of gas. I'm sorry, I've never seen. Show me a fighter in history. Show me. I haven't observed it. I've seen loads of fighters get hit on the head. You don't lose a gas tank immediately. Unless you ain't got them anyway. As an example, Frank Bruno, he's the only other one. But it seems to be these British fighters. I don't know what they're doing in the gym, but they ain't working properly. They ain't. Getting hit on the head don't make you lose all your gas. It don't. That's not how it works. That's not how physiology works. Unfortunately, yeah. Anyway, listen. I'm so gassed for. How long we got now? 4 weeks today. Yeah, literally 4 weeks today. I'm so excited, man. I really can't wait. I can't wait. I'm buzzing. But listen, Ruiz is gonna get chopped up. Yeah, YB's got faith in this job getting done, good and proper, and getting back on the wagon on this one. Anyway, let me know your thoughts.